Hi guys, welcome back from Easter break. Hope everybody's feeling a little bit more relaxed. Hopefully you got some rest, um, staying somewhat sane in this strange time. Um, Obviously we are online for the foreseeable future at this point. So Mrs. Broadhead and I put a lot of thought into what would be the best way to go forward with our units. Um, and rather than just continuing with what we were doing with the PowerPoints and the ebook review and the Learn Smarts, we thought it might be a little bit more interesting, more fun to change it up a little bit. So we're going to try it with the next unit. We're going to go on to the cardiovascular system unit this week, next week, and the following week. And we'll see how this works. So I wanted to send you this message and sort of walk you through what you're going to be doing for the next couple of weeks and how to figure out what to do. So if you start by clicking on the online course of study, you'll see the plans this week, next week, and the following week. So the first 2 weeks, this week and next week, we only have 2 days for anatomy, and then the third week we have 3 days. You can see at this point it's probably Wednesday that you're watching this video. This video is going to include information for this week and next week. And then you'll notice on Monday, May 4th, it says watch introduction video for week 3. I'll post a new video for you to sort of show you what to expect going forward with the rest of the unit. The way this unit is going to work is each day you will have some sort of activity or assignment that you'll be asked to complete. There's a web quest. This is sort of like a web quest too. There's a lab that you'll be working on and an activity that has 2 parts. Each assignment that you have is somewhere between 40 and 50 points. And the hope is that they help you understand the cardiovascular system and how it works and what we use it for. And by the end, so this takes us through Friday, May 8th. On May 12th, which I think will be a Tuesday, you will have a summative assessment on all of this information, which we'll post that morning. We'll post Tuesday, May 12th at 8 a.m., and you'll have until 10 a.m. to complete it. So you'll have 2 hours to complete it. And if you've kept up with your work throughout these 3 weeks, then the summative assessment should be pretty simple. I will tell you, it's not like a test that you're used to. You're not going to be able to look up the answers to it. It's cumulative based on what you've done the past 3 weeks. So if you choose not to do this work, then the summative assessment is going to be pretty hard. And you probably won't be able to complete it in the time allotted. So the recommendation is to keep up with the work here. I'll hold Zoom meetings maybe the first day of each week to see how we feel, what questions we have. And obviously, if you have any questions in the meantime, you can email Mrs. Broadhead or I. And then as long as you keep up with it, the summative assessment the following week should be pretty simple. So starting today, your first assignment is to watch this video. So there you go. Check that off your list. Explore the materials for the cardiovascular unit. And you can find all the information you need here under that unit on this topic, cardiovascular system e-learning topic. You'll be able to find everything there. So just sort of go through that, see if you have any questions on how it's set up. And then your only assignment you have to turn in today is you will watch this video. It's about 7 minutes long. It's about this young man named Brandon and a condition he has called atrial fibrillation. And I just want you to watch it. You don't have to take notes or anything. Watch it and then ask 3 questions about his story. So you'll find under the assignments tab, there's an assignment called Brandon's Story Questions. I give you the link there. There should be a little text box. In the text box, you can just type your 3 questions. So come up with 3 questions you have about the video, type those, submit them, and then you're done for today's assignments. Then Friday, you will start the actual web quest on the cardiovascular system. So I'll go to the cardiovascular system topic now and just show you where to find everything and what I expect for this week and next. So if you start here, if you ever get confused about what's due or when, obviously you can find it on the page that I was just on, or you can click on the weekly plans here. Tells you, so Wednesday, watch this video, watch this video, and then ask me 3 questions about the video in that assignment. On Friday, you will complete the cardiovascular system introductory web quest, which I'll show you in a minute. And then that will be due by 8 a.m. the next time this class meets, which will be Tuesday. So Tuesday at 8 a.m., this web quest is due. If you turn it in after 8 a.m., it's going to be considered late. So just make sure you get it in. I recommend just finish it Friday and then you're done. But if you have a lot of other things to do, I understand. Just make sure it's in before 8 a.m. on Tuesday. Then on Tuesday, I will post a video with a PowerPoint explaining the components of blood, a little bit about the anatomy of the cardiovascular system. I'll walk you through that PowerPoint. And then your second activity will be the ABO-RH blood typing exploration. So I'll walk you through that today. And then you'll have Tuesday and Thursday to work on that assignment. And then by Thursday at 4 p.m., that assignment's going to be due. Once you finish these activities, I'll post a new video like this one explaining what you need to do going forward. So back to the cardiovascular system unit plans. All the links that you'll need are right here. So the first one is the cardiovascular system web quest, ABO-RH blood typing. Those are the 2 you'll do this week and next. And then the following week, you'll do the complete blood cell count, the ECG activity part A, and the ECG activity part B. These 3 I'll explain in the next video. Here, let's see actually if I can open this in a new tab. Okay. All right, so this is the cardiovascular system web quest. All you'll do is read, well, first of all, you can either print it and fill it out by hand, take pictures of it, and submit it as one single document, however you do that, but don't submit it as each page a different document because you won't be able to do that. So make sure if you're going to print it out and submit it, you know how to submit one document. Or you can just download it and complete it in Notability or whatever application you use. But for this, you'll read through blood vessels, the blood, the heart, and then you'll watch this video on from the Mayo Clinic. And as you watch this video, you'll answer these questions, and they go in order. You'll fill out those questions. And then for this part, you'll watch this video. It's a different video. And as you watch that video, and it might be helpful maybe to open it on your phone, watch the video on your phone while you fill this out on your iPad. Obviously, you guys are more tech savvy than I am, but might be easier than flipping back and forth. But for this one, you'll watch the video, and as you watch it, you will label these heart diagrams. These are the labels down here. Just draw on them with an arrow. So the first one and the last one are done for you. So A, this is the superior vena cava, and G is the aorta. So you can see those are labeled for you. And over here, A, this is the right atrium, and J, this is the brachiocephalic artery. You'll label the rest of those, as well as this open diagram of the heart here. Again, A, superior vena cava, and N, inferior vena cava here. All right. Watch till the end so you can see the Play-Doh worms model the blood flow. Might be helpful because the last page here, you're going to be tracing the flow of blood through the heart. So here you'll watch this video. You can also play with this interactive if it's helpful. If you have Flash Player, that might be a little difficult. This last one isn't necessary. The video is fine by itself. After viewing it, you're going to basically draw on top of this heart to trace the flow of blood. So you'll find as you go through this that blood flow is the flow through the heart. It's 2 different pathways. So basically, deoxygenated blood comes in to the right atrium from the body. So that's why these arrows are shown in blue. They'll flow in here. Deoxygenated flows from the atrium to the ventricle, and then it'll go to the lungs where it becomes oxygenated. It'll come back from the lungs, and the oxygenated blood is shown with red arrows. So once it comes back from the blood, now it's back in the heart and it's oxygenated, and then the heart pumps that oxygenated blood back to the body. So it's sort of two different systems that work together. What I want you to do is draw with blue and red arrows the flow of blood through the heart. So as the blood is deoxygenated, I want those arrows to be blue, and when the blood is oxygenated, I want those arrows to be red. Remember, when you're looking at a picture of the heart, you're looking at the picture of a heart as if that heart is your patient. So if this patient is laying on the table, this is actually their right side, and this is actually their, oh no, I'm sorry, this is their right side, and this is their left side. So it's opposite of what it looks like to you if it's your patient's heart. And then finally, this is just a little practice for you with the anatomy of the heart to make sure you understand, excuse me, what you did in this lab. Okay, so that's your activity for Friday. And then your activity for the following week is the ABO-RH blood typing. And I can upload this actually as a PDF so that it's easier to work with. But we'll pull it up here. Hopefully. Wait a second. All right. So here, similar idea. We're going to talk about blood typing. You'll watch this video. In the video, you will answer these questions about Mr. Brown's blood, Mr. Jones's blood. Okay, you'll answer these questions. Then you'll use this resource to answer these questions. Then we'll talk a little bit about erythroblastosis fetalis, which is a condition that develops if the mother's blood type is different than the baby's blood type. So you'll learn a little bit about that. So as you go through this, basically you'll just follow the instructions as you go, and it'll make sense as you're doing it. Any questions with any of this, just send me a message and I can explain it, or Mrs. Broadhead can explain it. Your assignments can be found here. So this week and next week, you'll have Brandon's story. You'll have the cardiovascular system web quest due the 28th, and the ABO-RH blood typing exploration due the 30th at 4 p.m. Hopefully that was helpful. Hope you guys are doing well. We miss you all. Hope you are staying sane and finding ways to, I don't know, interact with each other a little bit. We'll do a Zoom maybe on Thursday of this week. And then that way I'll get to see you. We can answer any questions and then get started with this work. So send me a message if you have any questions, and otherwise, take care. All right, bye.